This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Search of Riverton dump for Donna came up empty, says police. Police came up empty-handed in a search of the Riverton City landfill in St. Andrew in hopes of finding the body of missing social media influencer Donna Donaldson. The officers spent almost 3/4 of a day searching with dogs. Heavy equipment assisted in the process, and they turned up with nothing, Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey told the journalists on Tuesday. Donaldson, who was last seen on July 11 at an apartment believed to be occupied by her boyfriend at the Chelsea Manor complex in New Kingston, is presumed dead. Her boyfriend, Noel Maitland, who is a constable in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, has been charged with murder, although cops have not found a body. According to Bailey, cops did not need to locate her body before charging Maitland, as there was enough circumstantial and other evidence to move the case forward. Bailey, who heads the crime portfolio in the JCF, said the evidence was gathered through numerous searches of Maitland's apartment and other means. "We have been there, and it is not unusual to revisit scenes, especially in cases where you start out with a missing person. You want to find out why a person went missing, and once you become suspicious, you have to widen the scope of your investigations, and this is what we did. As you look at our case review, things will come to your knowledge, so you will send it back to do some other lines of inquiry as well as some more forensic type work. We continued to go back until we were satisfied that we had exhausted the possibilities surrounding that particular scene. There are certain instances where you hold the scene for a number of days, but you have to consider that that is where the person lives. What I know is that we have some very good and competent experts who has the ability to process any scene, and their standard can be compared to anywhere across the globe." Bailey said several hours of closed-circuit television footage was viewed and exhausted, which supported the decision to charge Maitland. "Based on the report from the investigators, I think they have exhausted it. I must tell you that it was very helpful in certain aspects of the investigation. I actually viewed some of it. As it relates to a couch believed could be key evidence in the matter that was removed from Maitland's apartment and hauled away in a truck, Bailey said, we have not found it. We thought we found it, but it is not it." The Deputy Commissioner of Police indicated that other people are believed to be involved, but declined to give details. 2 cops charged in relation to fatal Easterkirkland Heights shooting. Corporal Miguel Ebanks and Constable Purcell Carter, 2 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, were Tuesday placed before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court to answer to murder and other related offences in relation to the fatal shooting of Philip Wallace at Easterkirkland Heights, St. Andrew on Saturday, July 16, 2022. The charges, according to the Independent Commission of Investigations, were as a result of an investigation by the agency with support from the JCF and a ruling by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Corporal Ebanks and Constable Carter were each charged with murder, shooting with intent, and making use of a firearm to commit a felony. Corporal Ebanks, according to Indicom, was also charged with 2 counts of committing an act of corruption, contrary to Section 14(1)(a) of the Corruption Prevention Act. Corporal Ebanks and Constable Carter were charged. The 2 policemen will remain in police custody until the next mentioned date on Friday, August 5. Police call for law against the public mischief online. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says there is need for a revision of the Cybercrimes Act to include provisions for public mischief online. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson on Tuesday disclosed that detectives encountered challenges with the probe into Donna Donaldson's disappearance because of fake news which was being circulated by some members of the public. Dennis Brooks, senior communications strategist with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, says it is difficult to lay charges against these individuals under the current legislation. He noted that while there is a law that deals with public mischief, it is limited to persons making false statements to the police about a supposed crime that in fact did not occur. But he argued that in the social media era, The lines are a little bit more fuzzy, and perhaps the Cybercrimes Act should be adjusted to prevent people from making false or misleading statements online.
And some of the times, I think maybe in the cybercrimes legislation, we maybe need to fine-tune and look further into it for people who create public mischief online, as opposed to someone in the traditional sense of public mischief going to report, hey, my cousin is missing, and they know their cousin is missing, or I got robbed and they know they weren't robbed. That is straight up public mischief, but the lines are a little bit more fuzzy in this era of social media. So what is public mischief in the digital age?
Clarendon farmer found with multiple stab wounds. Police detectives are continuing their probe into the murder of a 62-year-old farmer whose body was found with stab wounds in Crooked River, Clarendon on Monday. He has been identified as Edward Grant of Crooked River. Police report that about 12 p.m. on Monday, Grant left his house for his farm. Residents raised the suspicion when the farmer did not return home and subsequently launched a search for him. Grant's body was found about 9:30 p.m. with multiple stab wounds. The police were alerted and the body removed to the morgue. A motive for the killing has not been established. JCF reports improved the service delivery at the Criminal Records Office. The Jamaica Constabulary Force sees changes implemented to improve service delivery at the Criminal Records Office have helped to significantly reduce overcrowding at its Duke Street branch in Kingston. Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson says the system is being fine-tuned as the JCF is still in the testing phase of its new online application system. He advised that persons can now apply for their criminal record by visiting the resources section of the Force's website at jcf.gov.jm. We have also established a police certificate collection center at the Police Officers Club located at 34 Hope Road, he added while speaking Tuesday at the JCF's monthly media briefing. There was chaos at the Criminal Records Office in downtown Kingston last Monday. Dozens of people reported lengthy delays and disorder at the facility, with some waiting for as long as 4 hours to be served. Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay, head of the JCF's Corporate Communications Unit, had explained that there was a system glitch on Monday and some people were turning up without making an appointment online.
At our press briefing last month, I indicated that there should be qualitative difference in the customer experience by the end of July as we roll out a new and improved system at our criminal records offices. I indicated that we are in the testing phase of a new online application system that is now operationalized. You can access this online system by visiting the resource section of our website at jcf.gov.jm. We have also established a police certificate collection center at the Police Officers Club located at 34 Hope Road.
NHDs Ruth vent Towers Phase 2 to go ahead. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has made an about turn in relation to the controversial Ruth vent Towers development, announcing Wednesday that Phase 2 of the project will go ahead. Last year, critics lashed the developer, the National Housing Trust, over the high price for the units, which ranged between $27.7 million and $37.7 million, charging that the state agency had strayed from its mandate to provide affordable housing. Speaking at Wednesday's handing over ceremony for the 86 units in Phase 1 of the New Kingston development, Holness said after the public uproar, the government re-evaluate its decision to ensure that the project fits within the mandate that has been given to the NHD, which is to build 70,000 houses for low-income earners. He said after careful consideration, the government has decided to complete Phase 2, which will provide 234 units to the market. Yes, you want to always be considered favorably in everybody's eyes, you want to be everybody's friend, but you know at the end of the day you have a country to run and the people want their houses. Popularity can carry you so far and no more. You have to do what is right, and what is right is to have all houses that can be built, have them built within our financial resources and within the law so that people from all walks of life in Jamaica can benefit, Mr. Holness stated. There should be no reason why somebody who can afford a $40 million home should not get the opportunity to buy his $40 million home. There is no reason. just as long as we are ensuring that the man that only can afford his $8 million home, he gets it too, the Prime Minister further argued. The NHD has stated that it plans to build 3 more towers in Phase 2, as well as amenities such as a swimming pool, tennis court, and meeting rooms by 2024. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.